Welcome back to Booch TV, guys. And I haven't uploaded a video in a while. I think like a week, maybe almost 2 weeks. And that's just because I've been busy. So I've been working with my dad. I've been doing schoolwork. I've been moving into this new house in Florida, and it's just taking a lot of time. So I just haven't been able to upload any videos or record or edit. But now I got some time. So now I'm going to show you guys some partner drills that actually work. And they're all technical based drills, with some passing and some shooting, I think, at the end. But I think that sometimes you have somebody to practice with, somebody to train with, whether it's your brother, your cousin, your friend, whoever it may be. And I just figured, why not show you guys some drills you guys can do together to work out, get better, and just get to the next step in your career. This video will have some basic drills and some advanced drills, advanced skills, etc. And I'm going to do both of them, but obviously, whatever skill level you're at, you can just choose which one you want to do or how far you want to take it, etc. And yeah, that's really what I'm going to show you guys today. So yeah, stay tuned. Okay, so obviously I know that cone drills are really basic, but I like to use cones because they're inexpensive. That's what I have. It's good to use them. So today, we're gonna start off with just triangles. We're just gonna make a triangle out of the cones, and then we're gonna shuffle to one side, pass with one foot, shuffle to the other side, pass with another foot, and you do that about 3 times each leg, or however many number you want to do until you feel like you got a good rhythm. And then once you do that, you're gonna back up. Another pass is gonna come into you. You're gonna take a touch around the cone, pass it back in between the 2 cones, and then you're gonna start that sequence again. Now, for me in this video, I didn't really have a specific number of passes I wanted to do on each leg before I backed up to the cone behind me, because the turf was kind of bouncy, and I wanted to make sure I got into a good rhythm before I back up. You don't have to do it that way. It just gets you more touches on the ball. You can be an overachiever, or you can just do the minimum, or whichever you like. It doesn't really matter to me. But that's why sometimes it took a while before I backed up to the further cone, just because I wanted to make sure my passes were crisp before I transitioned to the next pass. And once you get the rhythm of it, it'll look something like this. Okay, now for the next one, now it's pretty much the same drill, but now instead of passes on the ground, you're gonna do volleys in the air with the inside of your foot. So passes one foot on one side, passes the other foot on the other side, and then once you get a good rhythm, you're gonna back up to the cone behind you, and this time you're gonna chest and then volley. And it's very important that whichever direction you're backing up into, that's the foot you're gonna pass with. So if I'm backing up towards my right, I'm gonna chest it and then pass with my right. If I'm backing up towards my left, like diagonally back, I'm going to chest it and then pass to my left. It has to be this way just because that's how the drill will flow a lot smoother. And when it does, it can look like this. So now the next variation of this drill is a little bit more advanced, and maybe you can't do it yet, but with practice, trust me, you'll be able to do it. It can be a little bit frustrating at first, but you'll get the hang of it. So now you take 2 touches on the outside of each cone. These are also volleys in the air. So you're gonna shuffle to the outside of one cone, take a touch with one foot, pass it back with the other foot. Then you're gonna do that again on the other side. On the other side, take a touch with one foot, pass it back with the other foot. I typically like the ball to be thrown to the outside foot, or the foot furthest away from the cone, and then I pass it back with my inside foot, or the foot closest to the cone. It just helps me do it better. It flows better for me personally. You could probably do it either way you want, but that's just how I do it. And then when you back up to the cone behind you, you're gonna knee it and then volley it. And it's gonna be the same principle as before. the direction you're backing up into is the foot you're going to use or the leg you're going to use. So if I'm backing diagonally towards my right, I'm going to thigh it with my right thigh and then pass it back with my right foot. I don't have to switch feet when I'm backing up because that's just too difficult. So just use one leg. So if you thigh it with your right leg, you're going to pass it back with your right leg. You can use inside the foot volleys or your laces. I typically use my laces, but sometimes I switch it up depending on how the ball lands. But yeah, that's the drill. It's a little difficult. It took a while to explain, but I hope you guys understand it. And this is how it's supposed to look. Hopefully I do it right. Alright, so now this is another advanced variation, and it's not that advanced, but I mean some people haven't done this before, and so I'm not gonna just exclude those guys. You might just not have done it before, but they're called half volleys. And this is pretty much a volley that as soon as the ball bounces off the ground, like the instant it bounces off the ground, you pass it back. And you're gonna do this on each side of the cone. And once you do that, then you're gonna back up to the cone behind you and then just do a regular volley back to your partner. That's it. Nothing too fancy, but I know half volleys might be something that not everybody has done before, but now you know about them, and yeah. We're done with that little portion with the going side to side, and that little portion we're done with. Now it's time to move on to the next one. So now you're still in the triangle, but now you can use a bench behind you. Luckily I had a bench. If you don't have a bench, you can use a third person if you want, but preferably a bench or a wall or anything that can rebound the ball. So now you're gonna be in the middle of the triangle. You're gonna make 4 passes to your partner. So 2 with your right leg, 2 with your left leg. Once you do that, you're gonna shift to the outside of the triangle, and always remember to check your shoulder. So you wanna always check your shoulder before the next pass comes. So once you shift to the outside of the triangle, a pass will come. You're gonna turn, you're gonna pass it off the bench, sprint to the top of the triangle. You're gonna take a touch around it, pass it back through the 2 middle triangles. Then you're gonna come to the outside of the triangle, make 1 pass, and then shift back into the middle of the triangle, and you're gonna restart that sequence. Hopefully I explained it well, and I'm definitely gonna have to put this in slow-mo because this is definitely a confusing drill if you don't know how to do it. But yeah, once you get the hang of it, it'll look like this. Now, for me, personally, short passing is always great. Doing short, tiny passes and short touches is always good to get you sharper, to get your mind going, get your legs moving and whatnot. But sometimes you need to, extend the passing range. So this drill kind of does a little bit of both. So you're gonna play 1 pass, 1 short pass. You're gonna back up, another pass is going to come into you. You're gonna touch it around the cone, pass it back through the next channel, then you're gonna sprint up, make a short pass, back pedal again, take a touch around the cone, pass it back through the next channel, then you're gonna sprint up, pass it again, back up, another pass will come in, you're gonna receive the pass, take a touch around the cone, play it through the channel, and once you get to the end, you're just gonna back up, take a touch around the cone, no short pass, just a pass off the bench, pass it off the bench, receive it, take a touch, and then pass it into the mini goal. That for me is a lacrosse goal because that's what I had. But that's the drill. You're gonna do that with both feet, and yeah, it's actually very tiring. You can do it consecutively. I did all 6 balls in a row, or you could do one at a time, but I prefer all like at least 3 balls in a row, just because you want to keep the rhythm, keep your momentum, etc. You don't want to just do one and then stop. Well, at least do 2, 1 each leg, whichever the case may be. But yeah, that's what you do. Alright guys, so I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you got something out of it and learned some new drills that you can do with your friend, or you can, if you're a coach, you can use for the kids you coach or the person you coach. Whichever the case may be, I hope you guys got something out of it. If you did, please like and subscribe. Share this video with anybody you think might need it. And yeah, till next time, so be easy.